Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so. You're all super duper delicious, super duper wonderful and super duper beautiful. So what do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up my juicy little lights. Now then everybody, and good morning. Oh, I'm all twisted. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by. And I hope that you too, my delicious babies, are having a wonderful time wherever you are in the world, okay? And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. You're also very beautiful, okay? Now, can I please just say, everybody, okay? Thank you to all of my recent subscribers. Thank you, and welcome to my family, okay? Because you will see, my delicious babies, okay, that I do have my ups and downs, okay? Everybody knows that with me anyway. Everybody knows what I'm flipping like by now, my delicious little babies that you are, okay? So let's just say, so in my neck of the woods in the old UK, well, just to let you all know, everybody, well, the sun is shining. So what do we do, everybody? The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray, okay? Because we love the sunshine, don't we? It's delicious and wonderful. I've just come back from a lovely walk with my beautiful Ruby Tuesday, okay? And she's had a lovely good run. God bless her. And yes, but it is rather cold out there, everybody, okay? So yes, well, I mean, it's November, isn't it, you know? Well, and of course, you know, we have other things, you know, zazums, you know what I mean, which change things, as we all very well know. Okay, and just to let you know one more thing, my delicious babies. Now, on my bed, I've just got to tell you this, everybody, right? It's so funny this morning. You know, I should really film my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday more, you know. But, so I did all my bed and everything, right, and I had all my wonderful and delicious little cushions on there. So what did little Rubes go and do? Because what she does, she sort of has a fight, you know, in her little, you know, animal way, bless her. And it's like she has a fight with the bed, do you understand what I mean? So all of my delicious and wonderful cushions just go flying here, there and everywhere, don't they, beautiful little Rubes? And, you know, she's going, you know, and everything like that, you know. And of course, then my beautiful, delicious little bed, okay, looks like flipping bombs hit it. Do you see what I mean? By the time she's finished, she's so funny, you know. Anyway, so I just thought I'd just mention that. You know, when beautiful little animals do beautiful things, do you understand what I mean? They're just so beautiful and delicious, aren't they? Anyway, so let me get back to the matter in answers. Some bits of information here now, everybody, okay? And I want to actually... so I want to advertise this dear gentleman again, okay? He is on YouTube, everybody. He's under P for Peter, T for Thomas, E for Echo, okay? PTE Geopolitics, okay? World Gone Crazy. So that's what you'd need to type in. Well, actually, sorry, do forgive me. I've got that wrong. I'm ever so sorry. Rewind and start again, okay? So you need to type into YouTube, everybody, live speakers, you know, live speakers corner. Now that's in London, everybody, okay? So I followed that over the years. Do you see what I mean? It's very interesting, actually. You get some really interesting speakers there. So it's live speakers corner. And then you need to type in, everybody, my delicious little babies, for those of you who want to learn more, you know, about different things. Let's discuss China lockdowns and protests, okay? And once again, you'd find in a subscription box, PTE Geopolitics, World Gone Crazy. Because this dear gentleman, you know, he's obviously, you know, in the process of, you know, trying to build his numbers and everything, you know. And I happen to, you know, because I'm subscribed to some of my wonderful and delicious little babies out there, right, who I find absolutely so flipping interesting. Do you understand what I mean? And this dear gentleman as well, I did subscribe to, I'm still subscribed to him. Do you see what I mean? He also has a locals, okay, so he's also on locals, everybody. That's a different platform. and he'd need so many more, you know, so that he can keep going. Do you understand what I mean? Because they all have to find a way to keep going, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little baby? So what I like to do is advertise who I feel personally, who I find interesting. Now, what this particular live speakers corner was all to do with, everybody, so just to give you just a little bit of information here. So what it was all about, there was a dear gentleman who was speaking, because that's what they do at Speakers Corner. Do you understand what I mean? It's a different man and woman out there who, you know, want to express things. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes, and rightfully so. You know, because everybody has an opinion, don't they? Do you see what I mean? But I was listening to this dear gentleman, you know, while I was having my wonderful and juicy little shower, right? And, you know, before I took my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday out. And I was listening to this, and I listened to the last part when I arrived home, okay? But this dear gentleman in Speaker's Corner, it was super duper flipping interesting, you know, right? And what he was talking about, everybody, because obviously with my channel and to my beautiful and wonderful new little subscribers, because you're all so beautiful, every single one of you, okay? Well, you know, some of my videos, you know, can either get removed or put on 1 second, or do you understand what I mean? Not being able to be viewed in my own country. Sorry, not being able to be viewed in my own country, in the old neck of the woods in the UK, which is absolutely flipping ridiculous personally, right? But the thing is this, so I have to be careful what I say, but if you listen to this dear gentleman and what he's had to say, right, I think that the video, I think it could be about an hour long or something like that. I cannot remember now, but and when you listen to what he's got to say, you know, and about all the lockdowns and about everything, and do you understand what I mean? Because obviously now, everybody, we're hearing, and of course, you know, it's common knowledge, you know, we're hearing all these things coming out, aren't we? Do you see what I mean, everybody? Yes? So I found this gentleman to be most interesting, okay? And good on AJ, who has his PTE geopolitics. Good on you, AJ. Do you understand what I mean? Because we have to get it out now. I'd actually as well send this particular video to everybody in my phone. Do you see what I mean? So what I have a tendency to do is when I'm, you know, advertising, which of course that's my personal choice, you know, if I feel that somebody, you know, is worth mentioning, do you understand what I mean, then I will just do that, just because I just want to give out information. Do you see what I mean? Because they're most interesting, yes, and we learn a lot, okay? So yes, so before a lot of the videos that I suggest to you all, my delicious little babies, they all go out in my phone first. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So if you could please take a listen to this dear gentleman and what he's saying, okay? Because this is very, very, very important, everybody. Do you understand what I mean? Yes. And we need to make as many aware for those delicious little babies out there who are not aware. Do you understand what I mean? Or they're just used to watching the box in the corner of the room, like I've said before. So that's number one. Now, I was listening to another dear gentleman, actually. I listened to one of his videos yesterday. Now, I haven't subscribed to him. No, I haven't. The only reason why, I just like to be subscribed to a certain number, because otherwise, you know, you've got this, not being disrespectful to anybody else out there, my delicious little babies, right? This is just me personally. Otherwise, you're overwhelmed with video, this video, that video, the other, you know what I mean? But if you just keep it just, you know, sort of rather small, do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Then, you know, you can digest all the information. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes? So, and this gentleman, if you look in the subscription on YouTube again, everybody, so I've got to tick this off as I'm going along, everybody, please do excuse me. So, and this dear gentleman's called Richard, in the, you know, in the subscribe box, sorry, Vobes. So that is spelt V for Victor, O for Oscar, B for Bertie, E for Echo, S for Sugar, Richard Vobes. Okay, and he just happened to pop up on my feed. So anyway, so I was listening to him. I listened to one of his videos. I haven't listened to any others, my delicious little babies, however, apart from another one that's just popped up this morning. Now, again, what I really love about this, everybody, right, is that he's like our wonderful and delicious little Professor Tim Wilson, okay, who I do continue to, to like to advertise him, okay. So he's a wonderful gentleman, God bless him and his little pussycat. Well, this dear gentleman here, so if you could please type into YouTube, okay, going back to this dear gentleman, and if you please type in, I was overwhelmed, okay, by your response, thank you. So I'll just repeat that once again, everybody. I was overwhelmed by your response. Thank you. Now, what I'm really loving about this, everybody, and I'm going to mention it again, is that this dear gentleman here, just like our wonderful Professor Tim Wilson, is so very, very thankful. Just like myself, do you understand what I mean? So, because I appreciate anybody who even takes the time to even listen to me, everybody, my delicious and wonderful little babies out there that you are. Do you see what I mean? I really appreciate it and I'm so very, very, very thankful. So, I mean, I've got now 100 subscribers and thank you. It's so beautiful, that there are some out there who do happen to find me interesting, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I do, have a wobbler. Do you understand what I mean? As everybody knows, yes? And if I get cheesed off about something, will you be very sure that I'll flipping say it? I'll never ever say anything to anybody without no good reason, or if ever I've sent a comment or whatever I've done, okay? I mean, I try to keep it as nice as I can, you know what I mean? But if something cheeses me off, well, it flipping cheeses me off. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? But this dear gentleman, Richard Vobes, what he's talking about, so getting back to the matter in hand, is that he's talking about Britain, England, our neck of the woods in the old UK. Do you understand what I mean? And it's almost like, because like I said before, and I'm saying this again, everybody, I'm not racist, prejudiced against no one. Do you understand what I mean? My own mother wasn't flipping fully white, everybody. Do you see what I mean? So I've got different colour, in my family. Not that colour should even matter anyway. And I've got, beautiful dear little friends of all different nationalities. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So at the end of the day, I'm nothing of that at all. And anybody who's been following me from the start, my delicious and wonderful little babies that you are, would know this of me. Do you see what I mean? But what he's really basically saying, not in these exact words, everybody, right? I'm just saying, I just take bits and pieces. Do you see what I mean? But it's almost like it's taboo, to say that you're British or, to even say anything lovely about England. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes? Well, I'm just saying, because I was fully in agreement with this dear gentleman, right? And when I listened to his video yesterday, and of course, God bless him for saying thank you. And of course, there should be more YouTubers out there. I'm not being nasty. I'm not specifically targeting one, okay? But dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth just loves the truth. The fact of the matter is, there should be far more who should be flipping more humbled and more thankful and grateful. Why don't they just do just a 5-minute video? Do you understand what I mean? And there's thousands out there. Why don't they just do just a 5-minute video just to thank their subscribers, just to thank whoever passes by? Do you understand what I mean? Because it's those same subscribers, everybody, those delicious and wonderful little subscribers, who've got them to where they are. Do you see what I mean, everybody? Yes? And then sometimes you hear on other platforms. So like I say, I'm not saying about one particular, everybody, it's just I like to flipping point things out. Like they will not even, if they've got thousands upon thousands of wonderful and delicious little subscribers, do you know what I mean? And then, if they've got other platforms, well, they're not even going to thank anybody on YouTube. And I've heard that on a number of different ones. Do you know what I mean? And it's usually YouTube that they've started on. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not just having a dig or something like that for the sake of, no, I'm not. I'm just pointing out that when you hear this, like our wonderful and beautiful little Professor Tim Wilson, and then you hear our lovely Richard Vobes, because he comes across to me as a lovely, pleasant gentleman. Do you understand what I mean? And when they're saying thank you, well, that's something very much to be valued, everybody. That's just how I see it. I'm sorry if everybody thinks I'm going on here. But there just seems to be more appreciation. Do you see what I mean? Because nobody gets nowhere without somebody else. I'm telling you that straight, everybody. No matter what walk of life we're in. Do you see what I mean? So it just needs to be a bit more gratefulness, and more flipping, you know, thankfulness for things. But this gentleman, yes, getting back to this dear gentleman, Richard Vobes now, and yes, I mean, he made a very, very, very sorry, valid point. I keep stumbling on my video for some reason. And he was, you know, saying, and he's going to do another video, you know, other videos, you know what I mean? Because he's had a really good response. But why should we, us British, in our neck of the woods, in the old UK, right? Why should we feel bad to even like our own country? Because I talk to the flipping phone, I do, when I'm listening to, you know, the different videos. Do you know what I mean? I go, yes, that's right, yes, that's right. Because it's only what I've known flipping decades anyway. But it's got to the stage where you cannot say this, you cannot say that, everybody. Do you see what I mean? So we cannot say that we're proud to be British. Do you know what I mean? And I am proud to be British. And even over the decades, even over the years, you know, when I've gone abroad, do you understand what I mean? I've gone to different countries. I mean, it's always lovely to talk to different nationalities, you know, to get a better understanding of their way of life. Do you understand what I mean? Because I do find that it is, important to do that for anybody. Just like if somebody wants to learn more about the British, do you understand what I mean? Or more about the UK. Well, it's exactly the same thing, isn't it, everybody? But what I'm saying to you is that, and this is not being disrespectful, so please, and thank you, do not take me the wrong way here. But yes, it's lovely to go on holiday, it's lovely to have a holiday, yes. But what's also lovely, this is me personally, so I'm not saying it to be nasty or disrespectful at all, but it's also lovely, you know, to get off the plane and hit British soil. Do you see what I mean? So yes, I've enjoyed going on holidays, but I like to know that I'm back on British soil. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? So that's not being nasty or disrespectful. Now, this dear gentleman has not said anything like this. It's just that that's my feelings on things. Do you see what I mean? So therefore, we should not, all of us British, my delicious little babies, right, be ashamed of where we come from. No. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I feel, and I've been like that for decades. It's just if you go to say something, it's like, oh, do you understand what I mean? Well, why? You know, you could go to a different country, a different continent, whatever it is, yes? Not being, again, meaning that disrespectful, right? Now, if they're proud of what they do in their countries, well, you know, what right would anybody else have to go in and say, you know, oh, you should not be proud of who you are, or you should not be proud of what nationality you are. Do you understand what I mean? But it just seems to me that in England, in our old neck of the woods, in the old UK, in Britain, right, in the UK, that it's like we cannot express ourselves and we cannot talk about the lovely things like in the world now, right? And this is for a fact, everybody, and I do not care what anyone tells me. So somebody's got a better answer. Do you know what I mean? To answer. Do you see what I'm saying to you? We've got some of the best British countrysides in the world. And there's other places as well. It's like you've got Scotland, you've got Wales, you've got Ireland. I mean, they're absolutely, you know, their countryside's absolutely flipping breathtaking. Do you see what I mean? So, to me, that's just one example. You know, I mean, why should we be ashamed of who we are and where we come from? You know, as a British man or woman. Do you know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, the way I see it is we stand for a flipping lot. And another thing I want to say, so this is not being nasty, right? So please do not take me the wrong way. I do not mean it like that. Okay, and anybody who knows me knows that of me. But if we're such a horrible country, then why do so many feel a need, and this is not being disrespectful now, to come to our country? So that's what I'm saying there. I do not see that as racist, prejudice or anything, what I've just said. Do you see what I mean, everybody? You know, I'm just, in my view of things, in my old noddle, everybody, I'm just seeing it as being facts. Do you see what I mean? It's like there's a lot. It doesn't matter where you go in the globe, or where I've been anyway. I mean, it doesn't matter where you go. I mean, they always know the British. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? And for some reason, they seem to think everybody's from flipping Wolverhampton. I mean, wherever I've gone in the flipping globe, you know, they'll always say to me, oh, do you come from Wolverhampton? I say, no. Do you know what I mean? But they just naturally assume I do, God bless them. Do you understand what I mean? But what I'm saying is, they like our accent as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? And I mean, of course, I like other accents. Do you see what I mean? You know, but why should we not be proud of who we are? That's all that I'm saying. Other countries are proud of who they are, so why can we not be proud of who we are? I mean, yes, we've got the putrid pieces of shite who are running this country. And like I say, it will get to the point where we run them out. Yes, we flipping well will. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And I'm not going to flipping give up on that. No, I'm not. But that dear gentleman going back to live speaker's corner there, and what he had to say, especially about that flipping Pratt, flipping Hancock. Yeah, you need to listen to that part as well, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Now, and I just want to say something else as well, so I won't let this go. Now, you know, I said on another one of my videos, so everybody, just before I just proceed, right, I did not mean anything nasty with what I've said, right? I just believe that we should be proud to be British and proud of who we are, and I am proud of who I am. And I'm proud of anybody who I know, fellow British man or woman. So I'm just making my points there, everybody. And everybody should be proud of wherever they come from. Do you see what I mean? Yes? So anyway, but yeah, that dear gentleman, but let me get back to this matter in hand now. When I was talking about the old Brexit, right? Now, I've got something else to say. So you listen to different videos and things like that, okay? There's no specific video, everybody, okay? I'm just saying, right? Because there's a number right now who are talking about Brexit, okay? But to me, I stand by what I say, and I'm not going to change my point of view here or my opinion. When we said, and even if you look at footage on other videos where there's others who are going out there asking Joe Public out there, that's just a figure of speech, everybody, what we say, Joe Public, what they think about the old Brexit, you know, and when you talk to them that they wanted to come out of the Brexit, well, yes. Too right. But like I say, from the time of the Brexit, from the time that they said, I mean, why does it take so long to sort out everybody? And I still say, and I do not give a damn what anybody tells me, that from 2017, I just kept getting, and this morning when I woke up, ding, right, 2017, everybody. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? But we've had a number of things from our putrid governments in our neck of the woods in the old UK doing this, that and the other to us, you know, since the when we voted to leave. Do you understand what I mean? Yes? So, and for some reason, 2017, sticks in my mind. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes? But to say, right, because I have been listening to a lot of different videos. Yes, I have, right? But to say, for some out there, okay, not all, that what's bringing our old UK down at the moment is to do with, what is it? One is the sanctions and the other one is the lockdowns. No, because I'm going back to 2017 in my mind. It's not just that. It's, well, we cannot just say not just that, because I mean, it's been flipping horrendous in this past nearly flipping 3 years, hasn't it, everybody? But what I'm saying is, this flipping Brexit plays a big flipping part as well. Yes, it does. And why did it take so long to sort out? That's why I said on another one of my videos, I do not trust them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, whatever anybody voted for doesn't matter. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes, well, it does flipping matter. And then, you know, you hear about, because Nigel Farage, you know, which I'm sure most of my wonderful and delicious little babes out there, that you will know him. Well, you see, Nigel Farage, I mean, well, you know, that he wants to be, do you understand what I mean? And there's others out there, you know, that believe that, you know, he can sort this out with Brexit, right? But again, you see, what I'm saying is, this is my point in it all, everybody, right? This is what I've got to say here, right? At the end of the day, the fact is, if we voted out of something, right, in our neck of the woods in the old UK, and we voted to leave, that is our right to vote to say that. And even though I do not vote on other things, do you understand what I mean? But what I'm saying is that it is our right, you know, if we wish to leave the Brexit, do you understand what I mean? You know, to leave the EU, do you see what I'm saying? Now, that should have been done and dusted flipping long time. But no, they've dragged it out, and this is the thing, and that's what I'm saying to you, and then it's like everything goes quiet. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Then something else is done, and that's what it is. And it seems to me as though they wanted, like, for Brexit just to be forgotten. There we go, all about it. Do you see what I mean, everybody? Yes? But then we get back to the same thing. You see, at the end of the day, it should have just been all done and dusted, all sorted out. There we go, job done, right? So that everyone could just get on with their lives. But then it's just one thing after another. Do you see what I mean? Because you have the Brexit, then you have the lockdowns, then you have the all this what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Then you have all of that as well. Do you see what I mean? It's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And to be quite honest with you, it's peeing me right off. Everybody. So I just believe it's a mixture of everything. Do you see what I mean? Yes? That's how I view things anyway. But the way I see it is, right, for all of us wonderful and delicious and wonderful British, okay, the old UK, be proud of who you are, yes. Do you know what I mean? Do not let anybody tell you anything otherwise. You know, you wouldn't go over to somebody else's country and say, you know, what they are. Do you see what I mean? So therefore nobody must say that to us either. And that's just the way I see it, everybody, now, finally. So if anybody feels that I've just gone on a bit, you know, flipping rambled on, I do apologise, everybody. It's just, I'm just having my say, and I'm never here to be disrespectful, rude, or to hurt, offend, or upset anybody. I'm just saying what's on my noddle. Do you see what I mean? And I've got every right to my own opinion. I do not go around disrespecting anybody else, any other nationality. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, finally, this is on YouTube again. So all of these are on YouTube. So this is my last one now, everybody, right? And we've got the rape of Britain, and that's episode 4. So for those of you who are interested, my delicious little babies, I'll repeat that once again. The rape of Britain, episode 4. Please share everywhere, and it's under in this where you would subscribe, everybody, sorry, it's under hot news, okay? And so, you know, that's what you would be looking for, hot news, okay? But again, and this is with our wonderful Tommy Robinson, okay, in our neck of the woods in the old UK. And I mean, he has been, you know, doing his best. So I'll close my book now, everybody. Because there's nothing more to add at this point, any more videos to see that, you know, I've just mentioned what I've mentioned. But our lovely Tommy Robinson now, do you see what I mean? And he's been doing everything. And again, you know, he does things tirelessly. Do you understand what I mean? You know, I mean, God bless him. I mean, I'm not even sure myself how he's just carried on going. God love him. God bless you, dear Tommy Robinson. Do you understand what I mean? And he talks about, you know, these different episodes and everything, right? Because I watched a couple of them. You know, and it is about the rape of Britain, and of course it's about where our old Bill in our neck of the woods in the old UK, it's like everything just gets brushed under the carpet. Nobody does nothing about nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes? It's like hush hush. Do you see what I'm saying to you, everybody? Yes? And at the end of the day, well, why shouldn't any of us defend our young lasses who've been going through all of this? Do you see what I mean? At the hands of these putrid men. Do you see what I mean? That they just believe that they can just go around just doing whatever they like. They're disgusting, every single one of them. Do you see what I mean, everybody? Absolutely flipping disgusting is what they are. But it'd be very interesting for you wonderful and delicious little babies out there, if you could, please, just to listen to this video. Do you see what I mean? And you see exactly how it's flipping rocking and rolling in our neck of the woods in the old UK. But like I say, you know, these things with the old bill and with our putrid governments, right, have been allowed to continue. Do you see what I mean? When all Tommy Robinson, God bless his dear heart, is trying to do is put a bloody stop to it all. Do you see what I mean? It comes as something. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Because this is the thing, you know, others have to take it into their own hands. Because if we cannot rely on our putrid governments, we could never rely on them anyway, piece of shite they are, right? And we cannot rely on our flipping old bill, who are the flipping foot soldiers for the putrid flipping governments in the UK, right? You cannot rely. Well, what else can you do? Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes? So that's another really interesting video to listen to as well, everybody. So, you know, that's my video for today. But, you know, again, I just like to say things and, you know, make suggestions to go on to different videos, you know, just so that you can just, you know, learn more. That's not being disrespectful or patronistic or anything. Do you see what I mean? It's just to enlighten you, delicious and wonderful little babies out there who even take the time to listen to me, just to enlighten yourself and just to listen to other things. Do you see what I mean? Yes, just to get a better understanding of things, because you'll never hear it in the box in the corner of the room. And while in mainstream media are continuously thinking that we're all a load of flipping Egypts out here, when we are certainly not, everybody. No, we are not. Okay? I mean, you have got a lot who are frightened, God bless them. Do you know what I mean? You've got others, well, I've said before on another video, and I say it again, you just cannot help them. Do you understand what I mean? But if we can just, myself and others out there, just make others aware of all different things, what are going on, and, you know, just looking at other videos and things like that. Do you see what I mean? It gets better understanding, and then hopefully, please, dear God, Jesus Christ, Nazareth, our dear Creator, that at some point, you know, we get more and more and more, because it will happen, where they just come away from the old box in the corner of the room, because nobody will just believe a flipping word that comes out of any of their flipping gobs. Do you understand what I mean, everybody? Yes? So that's my video. So, and again, I'm not here to hurt or offend any other YouTubers before I go. No, I'm not. It's just, I just feel that there's hundreds out there, actually. They just need to be more thankful, more grateful for their subscribers, for anybody who listens to them. You know, then they should even, I'm not telling them what to do, it's just a suggestion. Just do a 5-minute video just to give thanks. Do you know what I mean? Just to say thank you. Because I have far more respect for those YouTubers out there who are like that. Do you see what I mean? And they really appreciate from their heart all of their subscribers and anybody who listens to them. Do you know what I mean? To me, it's just, you know, it's just courtesy, isn't it? You know, so that's all I wanted to say, everybody. So if anybody feels out there, you know, other fellow YouTubers, sorry, that I'm speaking out of line, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. But then, so saying that, if you feel that way, well, then maybe, you know what I mean? There's obviously an element of truth in what I'm saying. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to everybody? Yes. So I'm not deliberately just having a knock at this one and having a knock at that. No, I am not. I'm just making a point. And I'd rather any day of the week listen to a video where somebody is very respectful of their subscribers. Yes, I would. I've got no time whatsoever to listen to ones who are just arrogant with their egos. Do you know what I mean? They just get to such a point and then they think they're the Don. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I ain't got no time for that. No, I have not. Anyway, so that's, you know, just all I wanted to say, everybody. So until my next video, thank you so very, very, very much. If you do happen to enjoy my video today, can you please click on the like And, you know, if you haven't yet subscribed, you happen to stumble across me, you do enjoy my videos, please, if you could click on the subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to leave a comment. And for others of you, please, you know, if you'd like to share my videos with others who may very well find my videos interesting. And just one last thing before I go, my delicious babies, so thank you, sorry. Thank you to all of the likes that I've received on you know, my videos, and for the comments, and you know, thank you, okay? So I just want to say that, okay, because I am very thankful and I am very grateful, okay? So on that note, my delicious babies, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, okay? Have the most beautiful and joyous time wherever you are in the world, okay? And until my next video, much love, God bless, take care, thank you, goodbye.